Hi everybody, I'm James and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. Alright you guys, this one, I'm going back to my stories, right? But this story is called Derek Finds Out. Yes. Look, this is about this dude named Derek. Derek was a cool dude. We went to high school together. I think we were almost in our senior year, something like that. Junior or senior year in high school. But Derek met this girl, and she was a pen pal of his. Because we couldn't, it wasn't like it is now. You couldn't, have social media and stuff like that. So he had to be pen pals with her. So he was pen pals with her. I think she was somewhere in Asia, somewhere. Well, she looked okay. He would show me pics of her from time to time. Anyway, he was head over heels for her. Head over heels. Her name was Bella. They had been pen pals for about 3 years, something like that. Derek was trying to get out there to see her because apparently he wrote her and proposed to her. I don't know, man. He had proposed to her. Then one day, Derek came to me and asked me, had I heard of this thing called Western Union? And I hadn't heard of it. I haven't heard of it, around that time, but Western Union, apparently Western Union, they transfer money overseas, So he was trying to find out about it, but I didn't know nothing about it. This was like in 84, 85, 84, 85, Anyway, so apparently though he found out about it, He found out about it and started sending money to Bella right away, and a lot of it too. Yes, a lot of it. See, he worked at McDonald's, and he would send half his check to Bella, and he would keep half and try to work with that. And he had been sending that money, sending it. Well, anyway, 10 years went by, and Derek was still pen pals with Bella, and he had never developed another relationship with any women. So I don't know, man, what he was doing, but he finally was able to get a flight, book a flight to the Philippines or Thailand, one of those countries. So when he got his flight, then he left. He took off. And flew there. When he got there, he was walking around trying to find her. He took a little taxi cab and was driving around trying to find her, because she had supposed to have built a house out there. So he went to the area where she told him the house was, and it wasn't there. So he could never find her. So he searched around until it got like late in the evening time, And then he finally booked him a hotel room. Then he went down to the bar and just sat there drinking. And then this girl sat next to him, and he started talking to her, you know, and started telling her about his fiance that he's supposed to have came out here to marry, you know. His fiance. He said, so she said, "Oh, what's her name?" He said, "Her name is Bella," you know. And she said, "I know her. I know her. I think I know Bella. I think she works here." So he said, "Take me to her. Take me to her." She said, "Nah, I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in anything like that." So he went in his pocket, pulled some money out. Here, with this help. And that was it then. She took him to her immediately. Money talks, you know. So she took her to her. And when he got to her, he said, "Bella." She turned around, and apparently it was a man. Yes, Bella was actually a man. So Derek wanted to fight, you know, he wanted to fight, but I guess he knew there was no way he could win, you know. If he tried to fight, he was going to end up in jail and stuff like that. So that's it. So he left, and he went back out to the bar, started drinking again, man. He got good and tanked, you know. Then the next day, well, he got back to his hotel room, and he cried that whole night, you know. Cried that whole night. Then the day he's about to go back to the United States, come back home, he felt bad, man. And then before he left, he went down to get another drink, and the same girl came up to him, and they started talking, and they developed a relationship, you know. They developed a relationship, you know. And well, anyway, a couple of years on down the road, they ended up getting married, you know. And as far as I know, they still together. I don't know, but I've lost touch with them, but apparently it worked out in his favor, you know. But man, like I said, man, look, y'all got to, when you meet somebody out here in the Philippines or in Thailand or anywhere out here, you know, anywhere Southeast Asia, you have to actively try to get out here as soon as possible to meet who you're very interested in, you know. So get out here, boots on the ground, and then you won't have no problems. Then you won't be going 10 years trying to be with somebody and then find out that there's somebody else. Man. Yep. All right, you guys. Grace is off again today. You know, so. All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat.